Hey, it's Mike. Welcome, everyone. And today we are coming back to our interviews. So I have a special guest today. And why they special? Because they are Polish. And as you know, guys, I'm also Polish. So we have Kate, or Katarzyna, and Chris from a company called Appsvio. So please, if you can introduce yourself, and I'm just going to let you actually do it. But guys, today we are focusing actually on not on Jira, but on Jira Service Desk. So guys, tell me something. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me about your company and tell me about your app. What we're going to talk about today.
Okay, so maybe I start. So hello everyone, I'm Kate. I am a co-founder of Appsvio and Chief Product Officer. I oversee app development with a primary focus on improving Jira Service Management. So this is why today we are talking about one of our app for this product. I urgently share my experience and knowledge with the Atlassian community. So I am also Atlassian community leader. And so, in my free time, I love to discover new places, especially while jogging or hiking in the mountains. So this is it about me. So maybe Chris.
Fantastic. And of course, guys, that's kind of really funny circumstances because we are from the same hometown. Beautiful, one of the most beautiful town in Poland, which is, of course, Wrocław, or Wrocław, as we're saying in UK, because I actually live in UK. Thank you, Kate.
Yeah, that's true. Wrocław is a very beautiful city. A little bit about me. So my name is Chris, and together with Kate and Piotr, I run the Appsvio company. My favorite Jira product, Atlassian product, is Jira Service Management from the very beginning version. It was like 7 years ago. In my spare time, I like skiing and winter trips to the high mountains. In terms of the Appsvio, so as you said, we are a Polish company. We are mainly focused on the Jira Service Management area. Recently, we joined the Atlassian Ventures, so this makes us very excitement about this journey. And we have pretty bunch of apps on the marketplace right now. But today, we talk about just about one of them.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to talk about one app today. So who wants to introduce what we're going to talk about, how this app is going to, let's say, benefit Service Desk? And I can add a little bit from myself, of course. Appsvio is also an Atlassian partner. So is it silver, or which? That doesn't really matter too much, but you are exactly. So who wants to introduce the app? And of course, as always, guys, we have a little demo for you. So we're gonna try squeeze in again in the 20, maybe 30 minutes. But so please stay tuned. And of course, as always, if you stay until the end of this presentation, we have something special for you. So by the end of this presentation, we've got, of course, a little surprise for you. And Chris, of course, and Kate, we're going to share a code. So we can actually have some nice discount. But please be aware that it is limited. So first come, first serve. And of course, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay? So the floor is yours. So guys, let's start.
Okay, thank you. So we create extensions that are used by hundreds of thousands of customers worldwide. What's interesting is that most of them even don't know they use our apps.
Exactly.
When you think about the feature bundle and the features that we have in this app, you will quickly notice that the real beneficiaries are Jira agents and Jira Service Management admins. So in a general speaking, our target audience are Jira admins and Jira agents, and everyone who take care about Jira Service Management within the companies.
So generally speaking, like almost everyone who's using Service Desk.
Yep, that's true.
Good target audience. Okay.
Okay, so today we are going to show 3 features from Feature Bundle app. And we'll start with our hottest feature, which is called Edit Request. But I guess that maybe we should probably change its name, because it's not only about editing requests, but generally about creating transition screens on the customer portal with system and custom fields, also with insight field. But one of the most popular use cases is editing a request on the portal, so by a customer. So this is why I will show you how it works on the portal.
Okay.
So I'm starting sharing my screen.
Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Because I also can't wait. I want to learn something new today. I've already tested this out, guys, and I really like it. So I hope you will like it. You will like it too. So before we can actually carry on, the presentation will be done on a Jira Cloud. However, I believe there's also Jira Server, yeah? Or is it true? Or I'm talking nonsense?
It's Jira Cloud, and maybe it's good to say that Feature Bundle is available also for data center and server. Today we will present everything on Jira Cloud, but these features are also available for Jira Server and Jira Data Center as well.
Exactly. My first question is, obviously, we've got 30 days trial, so you can try this out. Is it any limitation on the trial?
No limitation. Also is good to say that we have got, in case of cloud version, free app up to 10 users.
Oh, it is free. Wow.
It's very popular on the Atlassian marketplace. So for small teams, for people who are at the beginning of their story with Jira and Jira Service Management, it's good to have a free option. So this is why we also offer it.
Fantastic. So it means actually I'm not going to pay anything, because, guys, just to let you know, this video is absolutely not sponsored by this, guys. So I am so curious about this. That's why I want to share with you about this app. All right, let's do it.
Okay, so as I said, we will start from edit request options. So here we are on the customer portal. We have got some example of request type to request system access. And I am going to create one ticket. So this is the inside object. So I check that I would like to access to Salesforce CRM as a user, and I put here my argumentation. So I am from sales department, I am a new person, so my first days here, and I'm clicking send, and this is it. And I've already created a ticket. And I saw that I made some mistakes. So I don't want to have access to Salesforce. I want to have access to HubSpot, and not as a user, but as an admin. So my first days, I'm very stressed, and I made this mistake. And normally I have to put the comment that I'm so sorry, could you make any changes? Or I have to create a new request. So generally a lot of very stressful situations. But
of course,
thanks to our app Feature Bundle, we have got a very small link but powerful called Edit Request.
Exactly.
So
I'm just gonna very quickly interrupt you, because, guys, if you're not familiar with Service Desk, this is the portal. So that's why this is so important, because that's the portal. So you do not need to have access to the backend. So that means basically you don't need to be an agent, like Kate is saying. You could be an employee or someone who could access basically just to that limited space in Service Desk. And by default in Service Desk, if you do not have any plugin, that's what Kate was talking about, it is absolutely not possible to do it.
Yes. It sounds very weird that it's not possible, but yes. Customer, which is a person without access to Jira, so without any license, create this ticket, and in case of any problems, any mistakes, any additional information, in such cases, this person has to put a comment and agent on the issue must make any changes. But with our app, it's possible to do it by customer, but not only a customer. I will show it later in the configuration. So here we have got a transition screen, a screen with custom fields, system fields. In this case, I have a possibility to change inside field, which is application.
Oh, that's the inside field, yes?
Yes, it's inside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We also support it. So I'm going to change it on a HubSpot because it was my mistake. And access level here, this is a standard single select. So I'm changing on admin. Okay, I'm clicking save, and I can see that my request changed the status because I have configuration in the workflow. And the most important thing that here we have got updated information. So now it's okay, it's correct. So I'm requesting access to HubSpot CRM as admin. And everything was possible to achieve it with Feature Bundle app. But what is also interesting that here on this page, I don't have any option to edit request. Because it's the configuration in our app that this link can be visible only in conditions, in some situations which it's needed. So when I am on a different status, this link disappears. So let's go to the configuration to check what is possible to do. So as a project administrator, I can go under project settings, and here this is the part where every app can add a configuration page, and here we have got edit request. So this is from our app. Here we have got all request types which are configured in this project. And this is what I had on the previous screen, so request system access. And maybe we start from some basic things. So it was the beginning of this feature that we define who can edit requests, not only reporter, not only the person who created this request, but we can change that. Also, it can be edited by request participants or organizations. So, for example, I can create a ticket which is a little bit a draft with some information, but, for example, I'm not a technical person, so I don't know some technical issues, maybe some questions which are more advanced. So I can add, for example, developer from my team. So this developer will be a request participant, and this person can edit this request and put this technical information about some issue. So this is very useful,
cool.
Especially if we have a lot of people who are engaged in the ticket and then modify and can add some information which can be useful to resolve this ticket. And the same is with organization. And here we have got edit form. So this is the screen which we saw on the customer portal. And here we have got these two fields. So here it was an inside, and here we have got a single select. But we can modify it. So first of all, we can add more fields. All available fields are listed here. And these fields are not only from the request form. These fields are also from edit screen. So I can here add some fields which are not available on the request form at the beginning, but they are available on the issue. And thanks to this, on some next step in the process, I can collect additional information from customer. For example, I have a triage stage, some basic information from the customer, and when I move this ticket to some department who is responsible for some component, for example, this department can ask for some additional information. And depending depending on this department component, we can ask about different things, and we collect more and more information from the customer, which help us to resolve this issue faster. Also, in case of fields, we can create that depending on JQL, these fields will be different. The screen will be different. So, for example, if only customer is from some special group, VIP group, this field will be available, for example. Or if someone selects some component, so here I put the JQL that only in this situation present this field. So we can modify it, and we can create really complicated forms, different in different situations.
Fantastic.
But what is also very nice, we have got a part with settings, and we have got some additional things to
and more stuff.
configure. So first of all, we can change request status after edit. So this is like a transition screen's work. So I make some changes, I put some information, click edit, and request can move to another status. Also, we can define when the request can be edited. And this is what I use in my case. So this request system access can be edited only when it's in status open. So this is why I am here on waiting for approval, so it's a different status, and I don't see this link. Because it is my process that this request can be edited. So only at the beginning we can change some fields. Now it's closed and it's moving in the process. So this is why I use it, and I put here this JQL. So it's really, really powerful.
Yeah, I have to agree. And just to interrupt you for a second, guys, because JQL, it's going to give so much options. And by the way, if you're not familiar with JQL, Jira Query Language, I have actually two, probably one of the latest tutorials about the JQL, and I'm going to post that link in a description.
Yeah. JQL, it's not easy. It's for more advanced users, but it's really powerful. Yeah. And sometimes we have got requests from our customers that can you add some additional feature, but it is possible now, and you can use JQL. So we also help in such situations. So it's very nice to use it, and it extends possibilities, configuration possibilities, not only in case of edit requests, but generally in Jira.
Yeah.
And this is why we also use it.
Fantastic. No. It is actually, I really like it.
And here we have also some small things like possibility to define how many times the request can be edited. Wow. The default is 100, so it's a lot of changes we can make on this request. But we can define, for example, that only 5 times you can make changes, and this is it. You can make changes all the time. And you can define that this limitation is per user or per request. So it's very small, but it's very useful if
very useful.
We want to add this possibility to edit, but in some reasonable area. And last thing is more for a historical aspect. So we allow to edit an internal comment after each edit operation to issue. So thanks to this, we know that any changes were on this request. So here I make made some changes, and I'm going to the issue because I'm also a Jira administrator and agent on this instance. I see here this internal comment that these fields were edited by me and when. So it's very important in some historical aspects. So also we added as an app this comment, and this text here is also editable. So you can modify it. You can add some more information. You can translate it. So everything is possible here. In case of translations, also good to say that we also allow to translate this
to other languages.
Edit request. And this is it. This is the first thing about addition. Adding some information, collecting more information. So not only edit requests. We have got more and more features, more use cases about these features. So it's very powerful.
It is. I like it.
Another feature, which is also very nice, and it was the idea from one of our customers. Is something what you saw on this request, details view, is this panel. This panel is also from our app feature bundle, and in this panel you can present the whole process of this ticket. Customer can see what was in the past, what was the stage. In this case was a request submission with short information.
Like a mini workflow.
Yeah, it's like a workflow, but in a simplified version for customer with
visual,
some description.
very visual.
Yes, and now we are on this stage on approval process, and also we have got information that this usually takes 2 days. So. It's another feature when customer can know more without asking agent and without leaving comments how long I should wait, for example, because we give him this information on this request details view without asking. And also in this case, the configuration is very simple. It's available under project settings. So we are going to project settings again. And we have got request steps configuration. And here we have got a similar situation that we have got request types, so we can define it on every request type separately. And here we have got option to put a title, and we create steps. And in these steps, we can add some short description, and we map our statuses from workflow to these steps. So here request submission is only when the request is in open status. Here we have got another step, approval process. So when the ticket is waiting for approval, second review, waiting for support, very often the customer, who is the end user of this feature, doesn't have to know that it's a second review or third review. It's not the information for him. So it's better to simplify it and to give him that very simple information. It's approval process, and this is
exactly. So he didn't need to bother you. Okay, what's going on with my ticket?
Yes.
What's happening?
And in this description you can add this information about waiting time, about some important information so we can give him more. So it's
it's just about this feedback. What is going on? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, we have got a next step that access is added. And what does it mean that access is added?
Mm-hmm.
It's also the tip that check if everything is correct, leave a comment if you have any problems. So we are trying with our app to help customers on one side. Because they have more information and they have more power because they can edit requests. But on the other hand, we want to help agents because they don't waste time for leaving comments, for editing issues. They can focus on resolving this issue, not on
commenting.
Yeah, and participate in some ping pong with the customer in comments. So it's helpful for both sides.
Fantastic. No, I can say it's adding a lot of really great functionality into Service Desk.
Yeah. And this is it. Also very simple configuration. And now I think we can move to Chris, who present another feature also, which can help customers and agents.
Let's do it. Thank you, Kate.
Thank you, Kasia. So I'm going to start on my desktop. Yeah, can you confirm you see it?
Exactly. Okay, so we are again, guys, on the customer portal.
Yeah, exactly. So just so we are on the customer portal, and a little bit introduction into banners feature because the banners, the announcement banners. Is a third feature that we have in the feature bundle. And it's going to be a very big feature, to be honest. But yeah, let's start from a short introduction of the banners. So the announcement banners are all about the communication between the DevOps teams and the customers. They inform about urgent situations that may occur. But not only, of course. They can contain text helps, instructions, or information about the upcoming holidays. So in case of any shorter support time, we can create this a banner announcement that will inform our customers that the support time is different than usually. You can also translate the banners in many languages. You can also display banners in a specific time frame for selected Jira groups or organization. It's up to you. And all the mentioned options that I just told you are available in announcement banner feature in the feature bundle. So I said that we don't have any slides. And it was true about the PowerPoint slides, but to be honest, we have some.
Oh, you sneaky!
Yeah, I have two slides that are that were made as announcement banner.
Of course.
Yeah. So when we think about the banners, the first question we should ask is why we need the announcement banners, and there are several reasons. The most famous one probably are the failures and glitches that we'd like to inform about them our customers.
Exactly.
The other reasons or the situations where banners could be useful are any situation when we'd like to inform customers to or to ask customers to fill in the form or provide some kind of help text or step-by-step instruction to do so. We could also inform about the upcoming holidays or other changes in the service schedule, which I mentioned. We could also inform about planned upgrades or even the migration or downtimes or any other kind of changes in the company structure. It could be also a good place to get information about the service catalog that we have on the customer portal, because each request type or group of request types, we can call it a service catalog. And this could be also beneficial if you like to ask your customers to fill out a survey. If your survey is hosted by an external resource, you can add a link to it, and you're done. The second slide is about questions that might help you to create a perfect banner. What exact information do you want to share with your customers is about the message you're going to create. So you have to think about the CTA, about the tone of voice. You should think about audience for your banners.
Exactly. Because I also think there is some integration, in the banner. You can integrate it. Is it Appsvio? Can you start from Appsvio?
Yes, you can. And there's a status page. You can also
status page,
which you can also connect to Jira Service Management. Not everyone has a status page. It's an external or separate app. I will tell about the differences a little bit later. And the second question you could ask is about time, and not every banner is valid all the time. So there might be some specific time frames during which the specific banner should be displayed on. So this is only something that you should think about when you design a perfect banner.
Exactly. So you can have like two versions, for example, something like, I don't know, between business working hours, and we've got another version of the banner from whatever, like 5 o'clock till 9 o'clock in the morning, for example.
Exactly.
Because just to let you know, of course, in Jira Service Desk, yes, you've got banners, but customization of the banners is very basic, and absolutely you cannot have two versions of the banners. If you want to have like two versions, you have to basically prepare the code and replace them.
Yeah, in terms of the banner, so yesterday the fashion banner. So yesterday I tried to create a bug on the marketplace support. The bug was about the encoding issue on our one of our app listings, and I almost didn't notice this information about the default issue, for example. So this shows that, okay, you can add a banner, but you can't really change how it looks like. And you can't add many banners in the Jira Service Management. So you can have one banner per service desk. So which makes this feature very, very limited.
Exactly.
So let's go back
to
my questions. So the first question is you should think about the target audience of the banner. So who should see it? Because sometimes the message that you'd like to pass to your customers is only for a specific group of people, only for a specific team. So this is also that impact on the banner configuration.
Oh, wow.
And the last thing is about the location where the banner will be displayed on, because at the Jira Service Management or at the customer portal, there are several locations, like the help center, the service desk page, or even the request type form or my request page. Those are all locations that you can use in the banner configuration. So we can display the banner in all of the locations that I just mentioned, or you can just pick up a few locations that you are interested in. So
amazing, but this is really comes again. I have to interrupt you because I'm super excited about this feature. It means, as I understand, guys, if you have, for instance, two clients, you can have two different banners for them. Yes, so that is something what could be very, very useful. So like normally in Jira, in any form, you just can't do it.
Yeah, and there are more options because you can have many banners depending on the customer profile language, for example. I will show you in a second how it looks like, but I would like to show you more examples of our banners first, and then I will jump to the configuration.
Let's see.
Yeah, so let's go to the Help Center, and this is the first banner that I made to show that you can use many formatting options. You can change the color, you can change the font size, you can add information section, etc. Another example, this is the configuration page for the banners, in which you define the banners, and here you have the old banners that you have at your Jira Service Management. And the green one means that they are active. And they run for the customers. The yellow one means that they are inactive. So to activate the banner, I just need to click on the color, on the yellow color, and it will be visible. So let's see how it looks like.
It's loading. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was created by me, cool. so it's not very beautiful, but...
visible, very visible.
But it is, yeah, and it was the goal, right?
Of course.
It was our goal to create a visible banner. But of course, you can adjust everything within the banner. It was done by the HTML, so if you know HTML well, or you have someone that can write beautiful banners or HTML elements, then go ahead.
Of course.
And feel free to create your own banners. Another example would be with image. So I will disable the construction style banner now, and I will enable my next banner that I would like to show you.
Just the image, yes.
Yeah, so, and in this banner, the image is hosted on the Google Drive, so it's quite useful information. And it's another example of the HTML banner. So there are some links. There's avatar of the image that should gain the attention from the customers. But there's more.
But if you don't know HTML, I'm assuming there must be some editor inside, and you can basically.
Yes, it is. And I will show you how to create a banner without knowing the HTML. So before we do that, I will show you my last banner, which contains a video. So imagine you have a service desk for a new employees, and you'd like to provide some kind of instruction or the welcome speech from the CEO to new employees. So this is a place where you can add a video. I will not play the whole video, but I just wanted to show you that
Very
it's
cool.
real. It's not a fake. And of course, you can decide whether the banner with the video will be displayed and when and for whom. Let's go to the configuration and see what options we have. When I click on the new announcement banner button, you will see a wizard. And each step is about a specific configuration
location
options.
schedule.
So in the first option, I have the localization features. So I can define where the banner will be displayed on. And as you can see, there's many options here. So your test banner can be displayed on the help center, user profile, and so on. What is very interesting, it could be also displayed on a specific request type.
Request type, wow, that's very good.
So imagine that what you said earlier, that you can have many banners in many different scenarios for many
Depends about this conditions, as we're saying.
Yeah. The second step in the banner configuration is the schedule. We call it schedule because it's a place where you define whether the banner will be displayed all the time or it will be limited somehow. So individual dates is probably something that most of our customers will use. It allows you to define the end date of the banner. So, and there are plenty of different scenarios where this could be useful. It could be also scheduled, so we can set option to present the specific banner only within specific time frame. And there's a conditions option to deepen the banner visibility based on the linked issue status. So imagine that you have incident, right? And you just link the incident to this banner, and the banner will be informing the customers about the active incident until the incident will be resolved. So you can use this option to do that. I will leave that all the time for now. And we go to the restriction step, which is
and now we've got groups,
very
organizations.
So here you define, here you define when the banner will be displayed in terms of the user. So based on the user profile language, or based on the organization membership, or project roles, group roles, or even an email domain, you can restrict the banner visibility.
Very cool.
When I define something like this, then all users with this domain will be allowed to see this banner. And the same with the other features. Let's go. Let's clear this for now. Oops, something happened.
That's fine. We can always come back.
We have to check this. I just refreshed the page, so give it a second to load again. Let's click the test banner. Visible for all. And
now
this is
the
design. Next step. This is a designer editor. So we can use a classic editor, and it's for everyone. Like it's like a Confluence page, really.
Exactly.
So you can just click here, and you have some macros that you can put into the banner.
Okay.
You can also change the background color. There's option to provide your custom color code, so don't worry if you don't have a company or a brand color here. And on the next step, you can see how it looks like. So this is the preview section. But I'll go back and I will switch to the HTML.
If we are advanced and have a code.
Or you have a code from someone, then you can just paste the code here, and your banner will be ready.
Fantastic.
And that's pretty all about the banners. So just to summarize, you can have many banners at one time. You can restrict the banner's visibility based on many factors. And this makes the banner like a dynamic banner feature. So it could be a replacement for example, for a status page where you still define the banners manually. And that's all about this.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Chris. That was really useful. That was really useful. Excellent. Okay, so guys, we showed you those two functionality, and please remember, this is only one app. This guy got actually more apps, probably more coming in. And as I told you in the beginning, if you stay until the end, because this is almost the end of this this interview, we have a special code. Chris, can you say something? How many codes we've got? What that codes are? And of course, you're gonna find them, guys, right underneath in the description. So I post them. First come, first serve. Please remember.
Yes.
What
so
we have for you?
We prepared 10 codes, promo code with 20% off for you. 5 of them are for the server and data center editions, and the rest are for the cloud. So depends on your hosting, you can have data center or the cloud.
Exactly, and don't forget that if you're running 10 user license, the cloud version, it's free, completely free. Last question. So thank you very much. Last question. So if my audience want to contact with you guys, do you prefer LinkedIn? Do you prefer email?
So every from this media, it's okay for us. So it's worth to say that in our app we have got a live chat. So you can ask us via this chat, and we are replying really quickly. We have got a live chat on our mobile phones, so we
excellent.
reply very fast.
So I will post the details in the description.
Also, our private LinkedIn is no problem. You can ask us. We have got a customer portal. You can send us an email. So we want to be very close to our customers. So I think it's a lot of possibilities to contact us. And to get info very quickly. What's more, you can book a demo with us via our Calendly. So we also add link to this Calendly, so you can book a session.
No problem.
With us, and
I will post them as well.
We can show our apps, our solutions, but we are also open on something new. So if you have any use case, any problems, any needs, according to Jira or Jira Service Management, we can discuss.
Fantastic. Okay, thank you very much for today, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you next time. New video coming every 2 weeks. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.